Hello friends, myself Mahajan presenting my video on Gauss's backward interpolation formula. In my previous video, I have discussed Gauss's forward interpolation formula. If we require to obtain the value of f of x for such x which lies in the middle of that table, then we use central differences interpolation formula like Gauss's forward, Gauss's backward interpolation formula, Stirling's interpolation formula. To discuss this interpolation formula, we consider table values for x and y as middle value we call as x0, corresponding y0, then below it x1, y1, next x2, y2, a positive suffix for all the values below that central value, and negative suffix for all the values above the central value. Therefore, x minus 1, y minus 1, x minus 2, y minus 2. Therefore, these are the values of x and y. Then we make a forward difference table, as I had discussed in earlier video also. Same table. Once again, I will repeat here. It is y minus 1 minus y minus 2 is nothing but del y minus 2, y0 minus y minus 1 as del y minus 1, y1 minus y0 as del y0, and y2 minus y1 as del y1. First forward differences. Then taking the differences of these differences, we get second order differences as del y minus 1 minus del y minus 2 as del square y minus 2, del y0 minus del y minus 1 as del square y minus 1, and we write all the values in between that two values, in the center of that two values. Del y1 minus del y0 as del square y0. These are second order forward differences. Taking differences of that, we get third order differences as del square y minus 1 minus del square y minus 2 as del cube y minus 2, del square y0 minus del square y minus 1 as del cube y minus 1. These are the third order forward differences. Differences of it, we get fourth order as del raised to 4 y minus 2. This table is called as the forward difference table. Then we draw a central line for x0, y0, del square y minus 1 and del raised to 4 y minus 2. And to obtain Gauss's backward interpolation formula, we consider the values above this central line and including that central line. Therefore, we make the arrow from y0 to del y minus 1, then del y minus 1 to del square y minus 1, upward, back, downward, upward, downward, like this, zigzag way. Then from del square y minus 1 to del cube y minus 2, and from del cube y minus 2 to del raised to 4 y minus 2. And we underline these values. Y0, del y minus 1, then del square y minus 1, then del cube y minus 2, and del raised to 4 y minus 2. We consider all these values to write down that formula. Here P is given by x minus xn by h. All the values are equispaced or equidistance. H is the distance between two successive values. Then that y is given by y of x as y0 plus p into this del y minus 1 next one is p plus 1 divided by 2 factorial into del square y minus 1 it is somewhat similar to that Newton's backward interpolation formula, a slight change in that formula. Therefore, this term as it is. Then third term, p plus 1 as it is. This term is multiplied by additional term, and that additional term is here p minus 1. Where to multiply this p plus 1 by that new term p minus 1 and divided by 3 factorial into del cube y minus 2, this value. And lastly we have p plus 1 p plus 2 multiplied by this additional term, new term p minus 1 and divided by 4 factorial and multiply by this del raised to 4 y minus 2 and so on. Therefore, whatever this formula I have written, that formula is called as or known as a Gauss's backward interpolation formula. Then in second part I will discuss one simple problem on this Gauss's backward interpolation formula. Let us solve the problem on Gauss's backward interpolation formula. Find y at 18 for given data using Gauss's for backward interpolation formula. The data is the tabular values like this. Values of x are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Difference of 5 between two successive values, equidistance, equispace, and the corresponding values are 0.087, 0.174, 0.259, 0.342 and 0.423. We require to find for y at 18 in between 15 and 20, that is in the center of the table, and as it is in the center of the table we can use this Gauss's backward interpolation formula. Underlining this x0 corresponding y0, we call this as x0, x1, x2, x minus 1, x minus 2, and the corresponding values as y0, y1, y2, y minus 1, y minus 2. And then making a forward difference table, y minus 1 minus y minus 2 is nothing but del y minus 2, 0.174 minus 0.087, we get that value as 0.087. Already I have performed that calculation. Then y0 minus y1 is nothing but del y minus 1 as 0.259 minus 0.174 as 0.085. Then 0.342 minus 0.259 is delta y0, and that value is 0.083. 0.423 minus 0.342 as del y1 as 0.081. Therefore, these are the values of first forward differences. Then taking a differences of it, we get second forward difference as 0.085 minus 0.087 as minus 0.002 as del square y minus 2. This minus this is nothing but del square y minus 1 as 0.083 minus 0.085, that value is minus 0.002, and lastly del y1 minus del y0 is nothing but del square y0. 0.081 minus 0.083 as minus 0.002. These are the second forward differences. Taking the differences of this, we get third order differences. Del square y minus 1 minus del square y minus 2 as del cube y minus 2. This minus this, we get that value as 0 as the values are same. Next, del square y0 minus del square y minus 1 as del cube y minus 1 is equal to again 0. Therefore, third order differences are 0. And differences of this, we get fourth order differences as 0 minus 0 as 0, and that is the value of del raised to 4 y minus 2. After preparing this table, we require to find the value of p as x minus x0 by h. Value of x is 18, x0 is 15, central value we consider as x0, here that value is 15, divided by h is 5, 18 minus 15 we get 3, 3 divided by 5, that value is 0.06. And then applying Gauss's backward interpolation formula, we have y of x is equal to y0 plus p del y minus 1. We underline first the central line first and the values above that central line. Therefore, we underline this y0, then we go upward direction, underline this, we get del y minus 1, come downwards, we get del square y minus 1 as 0.002 with minus sign. Then again we go upward direction, value del cube y minus 2, that value is 0, and again coming downwards we get del raised to 4. Therefore, we have to take the help of this all values which I have underlined, and then using the formula y of x, it is y at 18 is equals to y0, the value of y0 is 0.259, plus p into del y minus 1, the value of p is 0.6, into del y minus 1, the value of del minus 1 is 0.085, 0.085. Then next pp plus 1, p is 0.6, 0.6 plus 1, multiplied by del square y minus 1. The value of del square y minus 1 is minus 0.002. Divided by 2 factorial. Next, this term is multiplied by p plus 1, p minus 1, divided by 3 factorial into del cube. And as the value of del cube y minus 2 is 0, this complete term becomes 0. Therefore, I will substitute directly that value is 0. Last term is p plus 1, p plus 2 multiplied by p minus 1 divided by 4 factorial into del raised to 4 y minus 2. And the value of del raised to 4 y minus 2 is again 0. And therefore, if we substitute that value, that term becomes 0. And then simplifying it, this is 0.259 as it is, .6 into 0.085, we get that value 0.051. This is with minus sign, Therefore that term become minus 0.6 multiplied by 1.6 into 0.02 divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2. If you simplify it by calculator, 0.001, and that is equals to, taking the addition of all these three terms, we get that 0.309. 0.259 plus 0.051 minus 0.01, and sum of all this as 0.309 as the answer, or the final value, by applying that Gauss's backward interpolation formula. Then we cross check it whether the value is correct or not. 18 is in between 15 and 20, two values of x. Therefore, the corresponding value also must be in between these two values, y0 and y1. Here it is 259 and 0.342. 0.309 is greater than 0.259 but less than 0.342, means this is the correct value. Value of y at x is equal to 18 is 0.309. In my next video, I will discuss another important result, that is Stirling's interpolation formula. Therefore, if you like my videos, please share it as well as subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell icon to receive a notification of my new videos. Thank you.